story. One of my favorites. The entire process was a lot of fun. I hope it was a lot of fun for him as well. This gentleman was absolutely new to investing in the Dubai real estate market, and he was looking for the best ROI. Before he ever spoke to me and my team, he had already interviewed a lot of other advisors and agents. Having watched some of my YouTube videos, he ended up signing up on our VIP elite program, where we take people from start to finish for their investments. And then we started the process of doing the strategy development for him, and then implementing and finding the right properties. We found a very good investment property and a home. I wish him all the best. I believe it's about helping the client find the best properties, and we can invest in the client's future. Good morning. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to everybody who's live with me on YouTube and on Instagram. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking on questions from you guys. We're going to be answering questions from you guys. We're trying to go live on Instagram at the same time, guys. Just give me one moment. Bismillah. Oops. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I wish this was a little bit higher. Can we make this higher? Yeah? Can we make this higher? Okay. Good morning. All right, guys. Welcome, guys. Look, we take questions on YouTube, on Instagram. The idea is for us to be able to relate and answer any questions that you might have. The whole idea is to help, guide, prosper together. May Allah make it easy for you guys. Bless you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, if you have any questions on Instagram or YouTube, please shoot them across. I've got some questions over here. I want to take some questions from investors, and I want to take some questions from agents as well. Welcome, Iram, Asif, Coker. Welcome, Citypedia. Okay, Iram, Asif. Welcome, guys. May Allah bless you guys. Look, the point of this going live is to take questions on YouTube and Instagram, and a lot of times it's about asking you guys a few questions. What's the favorite question today? Last time it was, what is it that you want to start in life but you are not starting already? Okay, may Allah bless you guys. So okay, should we take an investor question first or an agent question first? What's the question to take on first? Oops. I got it. Agent question first or investor question first? Dubai ALX joined. MashaAllah. Dubai ALX. MashaAllah. Tabarakallah, guys. All right, guys. Should we take an investor question first, Farzana Rani? Yeah? Or an agent question first? Okay. So we've got an investor, Osama bin Chillin, 10, asks, okay, if an apartment is 2.5 million dirhams, how much do you think the developer cost was? Do they double their money? Okay. If you really want to know the really short answer, the developer does not generally double their money. They're most likely making somewhere between 20% to 30% profit in general. Okay. So now when I say in general, this is for most of the developers. This will vary for other developers who are extremely large. They've got very large Fayaz Umar, Assalamu alaikum. They've got very large land banks. Perhaps best marketing to attract foreign investors. What are you trying to, is that a question? What is the best marketing to attract foreign investors? Anu, just tell me if the level of Instagram, if you see me on Instagram, if this is okay, or my phone should be a little bit lower. Yeah, but then if it's a little lower, no, can you see? Yes. Yeah, but tell me if it should be a little lower. I want to know if it should be a little lower, or if this is good. Here, lower level. Yes, that's good. This is better rather than here. Yes. Okay. See, it's not good in my face. Is that what you're saying? This is better. Okay. So we're talking to you guys at your level now. Welcome, Chris. What's your question, brother? Tabina Firdos Bande. Okay. So guys, listen. Just answering this investor question. I see a question that you've asked. Walaikum assalam rahmatullah, brother, from Fayaz. Walaikum assalam. Thank you for your response. I see a question. Dubai ALX, best marketing to attract foreign investors. I'll come to it. Just want to answer this question from Osama bin Chilin. If an apartment is 2.5 million, look, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant what the apartment cost is. What you're really looking at and asking me is what's the profit rate, right? For most developers, it's somewhere between 20 to 30%. For some developers, it gets squeezed down to between 10 to 20%. And for some developers, it might even go above 30% to 50%. A lot of things come into play with this, and it's if you understand business, then you'll understand its economics, economy of sale, for example, right? For instance, I'll give you an example, right? If you've got, let's just give you an example, okay? For a developer, let's say 15% is sales and marketing, okay? Just imagine. Wamumubin, hi. Hello, thank you for your wave and a hello. But imagine if 15%, for those of you who are business students, who amongst the people over here are doing business, okay? So if you imagine that 15% is, for example, I don't know, 2 million dirhams, okay, per year. Or let's say it's 5 million dirhams, okay, per year, okay? If that's your cost of sales and marketing in general with one project, what's going to happen is if you have two projects, now the cost on those two projects of sales and marketing gets slightly distributed. Now it's not going to be 5 million divided by 2. It's going to be 5 million. Maybe it'll go to 6 million. Cost will go to 6 million, but it gets divided by 2. So now your cost of sales and marketing on one project is how much? Is below, yeah. Okay, smart answer is 3 million. It's 3 million. Fayaz Omar, mashallah, tabarakallah. Let's meet this coming week if you are available. We got many exclusive villas on the golf course side. Yeah, mashallah, bro. We are meeting here as well, right? So there's a number over here somewhere. Just WhatsApp me, and I'm happy to quickly grab a call with you. I can understand what you're selling, and if we've got any buyers or if the team has any buyers, we can always pitch them and cross-sell. Like, you look, we work with a lot of agents. We always find a lot of deals happen, right? So coming back to this question to the investor, is the developer doubling his money? Not really, okay? It's also, it's about how much they have economies of scale, how much efficiency they have, how many projects that they're doing, okay? So the general rule would be 20 to 30%, which is the general rule in most businesses. But some developers, they'll end up making 10 to 20% or even lower. And in some cases, some developers will even make higher, okay? So it's about how you run the business, subhanAllah. Business is a very interesting thing. Like, those of you, and I want to comment on this, like, those of you who are perhaps studying business will know about this. It's a very, very interesting thing to do. You know what I mean? It's a very interesting thing to do. Okay, may Allah bless you guys. Okay, so somebody asked me, an agent asked me, Jazakallah khair for your question. An agent asked me how to attract, best marketing to attract foreign investors. I don't know. It depends on what you're looking to attract, right? So if you're looking to attract foreign investors, there's one way to do advertising, okay? Do the right marketing with the right messaging, okay? Guys, a lot of times we're thinking of, okay, think about this, okay? Think about this. So I'm going to give you some basic advice, okay? Let's say I want to produce clothes for babies. Okay, so I'm thinking, how do I attract mothers to be? Right? Okay, how do I attract mothers who are going to be? Because I want to sell my clothes. So let's not talk about welcome Real Estate Info 25, welcome Nabi Realtor. So let's say I want to target mothers to be because I want to sell baby clothes. Okay. So of course I can get the messaging right? I could do offers. I could say, hey, get your child's first year clothes at this price, right? So I could say, hey, if you want to buy clothes, we'll give you your complete child's clothes for the first year just for 2,000 dirhams. Okay? So you don't have to worry about it. Come to our shop, shop as much as till you drop, just 2,000 dirhams, buy your child's first year's clothes. Good, right? So you'll attract mothers to be. Obviously, people who are in that category who want offers, right? But the other side is you need to give them good clothes. So if you're trying to, so now for international investors, what are they looking for? They're looking for transparency. They're looking for trust. They're looking to be able to take a decision with confidence with somebody who speaks their language. So if it's English or German or whatever the case is, right? So when you're trying to attract these people, obviously you will message them. Use messaging in your advertising about trust, transparency, help, and service. Good. But then you've got to be able to deliver that. Like the first time the international buyer calls you and all you want to do is, hey, are you ready to buy today? If not, goodbye. Right? So if a mother-to-be comes into and walks into your retail shop, are you going to be able to give her the time, effort, service with care and warmth to help her select? And if you can't do that, she ain't never coming back. Do you understand? Right? Does that make sense? Guys, who over here has studied business or is studying business? Okay? Or knows about business, right? Real Estate Info 25, Dubai ALX, Krishna Nunni, Abi, Iram Khan, everybody on YouTube, right? It's all about understanding and providing value, guys. It's not just about attracting international investors. It's about providing value. So how many over here are doing business, learning business? May Allah bless you guys. May Allah bless you guys. Business is fun. It's challenging. But it can be a lot of fun as well. Like just FYI, it can be a lot of fun, right? So how many people over here are actually running a business, doing business, learning about business, want to start a business? Real Estate Info 25, right? Dubai ALX, Krishna Nunni, Abi Sri, Mohammed Sharif Aruk. Okay, may Allah bless you guys. And if you guys have questions, shoot them across to me, okay? How many guys are doing business or learning about business, okay? Because at the end of the day, don't think about real estate as property. Don't think of yourself as an agent. You are in business to providing value. Does that make sense? May Allah bless you guys. So guys, come on guys, engage with me. Tell me a little bit about yourself. So Real Estate Info 25, obviously you're doing business, Dubai ALX. So yalla, bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Type. So I've got another question here. Which area in Dubai has a reasonable per square feet? Look, the area in Dubai that has the most reasonable per square feet would be areas which are residential areas, okay? And even maybe these suburbs, okay? For X number of reasons, the commuting times are a little bit higher from there, okay? But even in the residential areas, the place that has the best per square foot prices are going to be areas such as Silicon Oasis, International City. These places will have very good square foot areas. But, you know, the idea is if you're attracting or going into these areas, you want to know what you're looking to do. Like, what is your end goal, what you're looking to achieve, okay? Was I able to explain this today? What's my question of the day today, okay? Do we have a question of the day today? All right. We're going to put it on YouTube, okay? We already did. What's the one thing you always wanted to start but haven't? We did that last time. Okay, okay, let me ask a question. Yeah, what's that one thing? So no, just relax question. What's the one thing that you guys do to relax? Or what's that one thing that brings you complete relaxation and happiness after a long, nice, beautiful day? Okay, let's answer some questions for agents. So I want to ask you guys a question. What's that one thing that brings you complete relaxation and happiness? Okay, Real Estate Info, Fashion Hub Shipping, Dubai ALX, Krishna, Abi Sri, Iram Khan. May Allah bless you guys. What's that one thing that brings you complete relaxation after a long, hard day? Okay, let's answer some questions for agents as well, okay? am I spending too much money with window shoppers instead of qualified buyers? Yes and no. Okay. Are you spending too much time with are you spending too much time with window shoppers instead of qualified buyers? Yes and no. What do I mean by this? Okay. Fact of the matter is, some people are doing some research and they're at an early stage of their buying process. Okay. You've got to recognize that and you've got to give them value that's relevant to them at that early stage. Okay. At that early stage. So you've got to give them that value at that early stage. That helps you relax and gives you happiness after a long day. Okay, this is a question for everybody. I'll put it over there. I want everybody to answer. Real estate info to buy ELX. Iram Lutfi, welcome. Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you? So yes and no. So some people, they're at the early stage, right, guys? But then you've got to give them information that is customized to that early stage. You've got to recognize that early stage buyers need different information. Final stage buyers need different information. Now, the problem is you're just not going to be able to figure this out until you've got enough experience in the market. So the more experience you've got, the more you're going to be able to figure out where or what they're thinking. Okay. Another agent question: why do my deals keep falling through at the final stages? Okay. Why do your deals keep falling through at the final stages? This is because you've not done your homework at the early stages. Okay. It's very simple. So if somebody comes in and you're thinking, okay, this guy's going to buy, but you've not done enough qualifications, you've not sat down with them, you don't understand where they are in their buying cycle, you don't understand if they're approved on their mortgage, you don't understand if their wife is really, really going to be a super important decision maker, you don't understand that they are buying this property as a joint investment with their brother or father or mother or sister, right, Anu? Does that make sense, right? What's an easy example? I'll give you an easy example, okay? Okay, Anu, you walk into the showroom today to buy a car, okay? And I've shown you the best car, shown you a test drive, so let's say you have your driving license, I'll give you the key and you like, go away, drive the car, and it fits your budget and everything is amazing for you, right? And so I'm thinking, okay, Anu, like right at the end of this, she's going to actually buy, right? Right at the end of the day, and right at the end of this, she's going to make a deposit. She's going to say, I'm ready to buy, right? But right at the end, Anu says, I got to think about this, and I got to discuss this with my husband, right? Which is going to be obvious, right? If you're married, you're going to be like, yeah, but then I'm going to be like, okay, Anu, why the hell are you here? Wasting my time, yeah? Taking my time when you have to have this conversation with you and your husband together here. Why are you here alone? Okay, can I be like this? Of course, some agents will be like, why are you wasting my time? Huh? Don't you know? They maybe throw a pen at you as well. Security! Get her out of here, right? Allah bless you, okay? But that's my fault. I should have asked, like, okay, amazing. Look, what car do you drive right now? And Anu's like, I don't drive a car. Let's say I have this conversation in the beginning, right? So you say, I don't have a car. Okay, does your husband drive a car? And then Anu says, yeah, he drives a Lamborghini. Oh, okay, that's amazing. I'd love to meet your husband. Why isn't he here today to help you select the best sports car, whatever car you're buying? And then you're going to be like, no, he's left the decision to me. Or you're going to be, he will help me, but he couldn't come. He's so busy, right? Because he drives a Lamborghini, so he's busy. Okay, he doesn't have time. Okay. So what's going to happen is, now during the car showing process, I'm going to be like, look, what about this car? Ask your husband. Send him a picture. It's going to be picture 1, picture 2, picture 3. Then I'm going to be, does he want to come and do the test drive with you? You're like, no, he's just giving me the money. I decide. Then I'm going to say, okay, maybe Anu's like, you know what, I really like this car. You call your husband, you speak to him, and you say, where are you? And he's like, I'm just right next door, 10 minutes away. Let me come over there. Now I got the husband involved because I figured out husband's important. But how do you learn this? You learn this with experience because you have to go through a few Anus until you learn that Anu is the decision maker or not. And so if you go through a few Anus, then you will come to the point of realizing Anu is not the decision maker. Or I should figure out in the beginning, is Anu the decision maker or not? Does that make sense? Right? That's why for agents, their deals drop out. Assalamu alaikum, Fahd Bhai. Early, ask for information earlier on. Sit down. You don't have to become friends, but you've got to understand how you can help them. Because it is possible that Anu could walk out today, tomorrow the car she likes is gone, and she lost a great deal. Okay? So what helps you guys relax and gives you happiness? So Real Estate Info 25 says, for me, becoming close to nature gives me peace and relaxation. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. This is amazing. Green fields, nature, sounds of birds, sea breeze, sounds of waves. MashaAllah. Wow. That is true actually. Yeah. We don't do that often, right? Do we do that a lot? We don't get time, but we should. We do have time actually. That's amazing. So it's becoming close to nature gives me peace and relaxation. Green fields, nature, sounds of birds, sea breeze, sounds of waves. MashaAllah. Guys, so those who did not answer, the question was, what gives you absolute relaxation and happiness during the day after a long day? Okay, so I'm taking on questions, guys. Love to ask you guys questions. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and your mind. Real Estate Info. Prince, personal branding. Go social with Prince. MashaAllah. This guy is a video editor. Okay, barakallah. All right, guys, look, let's take another question. Am I focusing on the wrong property segments with low commission potential? Maybe yes, maybe no. But here's the thing, right? So this is for agents who are thinking, am I focusing on the wrong commission segment on lower end properties? Can I focus on bigger commission segments? The problem is not about are you focused in the wrong place. You're going to remember you're focused on what you're most comfortable with. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean go social with Prince. Love the work you guys are doing. Thank you very much, Mr. Prince. I appreciate your kind comments. That does not mean that you can't sell higher ticket items. Okay? But it's just, the thing is, it's just what you're comfortable with. Now, here's something I'm going to give you guys advice on, okay? So if you're thinking, okay, I want to be able to sell something that's higher priced, okay, you're going to have to go and hang around in those places, okay? So if you're used to, and I'll give you an example, if you are used to dining out in budget places, it's going to be a little bit challenge for you to sell expensive stuff, like, because your energy is going to match the budget places. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to upgrade your own lifestyle. You're going to have to come out of your comfort zone. So and in Dubai, it's very easy because, well, in most 5-star cities, I think it's very easy. And you've heard a lot of business people say this, like go to a place, like go to a 5-star hotel, sit over there, order a coffee, drink a coffee for 35 dirhams. I don't know how much is a coffee now in like some place like the Address. Probably like 40 dirhams. Okay. But if you're there, order some cake as well. If you're watching your weight, don't order cake. Okay. But you're going to have to upgrade yourself. Okay. You're going to have to be uncomfortable with the new you. Okay. So if you're uncomfortable with the new you, you can then get into areas where you might be able to sell higher level properties. The problem is not that you're working at the lower end of the commission. The problem is what you're doing what you're most comfortable with. So if you want to get and break into the top areas, the more expensive areas, you're gonna have to push yourself. Okay. Some people dress differently. They upgrade their dressing. I'm not gonna say wear a fake watch, but I've seen people do it. Like they wear fake watches. I'm not gonna suggest to wear a fake watch. It's something I'm not comfortable with, so I don't do it. So, but some people, they buy a fake Rolex, or they buy a fake. So I don't recommend that, personally speaking. But I've seen people do that. I don't know if that attracts attention or success, but yeah, the thing is, I think, yeah, you fake it until you make it. I personally think, so this is me only personally. I don't believe that you should fake it till you make it. I personally believe that you should believe it till you see it. Sorry? Yeah, instead of faking it, because the problem with faking it is, you're gonna it can happen, it can work. Like, you're wearing a Rolex, or you're wearing like that tier 1 5-star watch, I don't know, Patek, Rolex, whatever, for a long time, and then your mind just starts accepting it. But I personally think that that initial phase, if you can overcome it, for some people, I think there might be like, no, it's a fake watch, it's a fake watch, it's a fake watch. And that's going to continuously tell your mind, like, no, your mind knows what you tell it. Mind doesn't know reality. Like, okay, if you have that deep down, but then you've got to have to overcome that, and you say, no, this is real. So if some people are able to say it's real, that's fine. Like, look, if I told you this pen is at $1,000, and I tell you I bought it for $1,000, and you know that I never lie, what's going to happen? You're going to be like, okay, must be $1,000. So you just believe it, right? Or if a billionaire walks in and he's like signing with a pen, and he gives the pen away, and he says, hey, listen, that pen's like $500,000. You're like, oh, he's a billionaire. He probably has a $500,000 pen, right? All right, I got a question from Go Social with Prince. Go Social with Prince. Okay, what's your question, my friend? Welcome, Muhammad Yasin Khan. Stunner, welcome. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, how do you see the Dubai real estate market evolving in the next 5 years? Okay, I think that the next 5 years is going to really mature. The market's really going to mature. Like, the thing is, the market's going to be very, very interesting, because like, the last 5 years, we've had some of the most amazing projects launched, like the branded residences, the gorgeous villas, and I think that 80%, 90% is really good. Okay, 80%, 90% is really good. Like, there's still the stuff that I wouldn't touch, but that's okay. But I believe that 80 to 90% is amazing. Okay, now, as we evolve in the next 5 years, all of this is going to get delivered. What you're not recognizing behind the scenes as well is Dubai is going through a very, very interesting time period, which is that we're attracting a lot of global agents and brokers who are coming into the Dubai market, and they're starting to deliver a lot of value. Value, I mean, like, they're really advising clients. Like, a few days ago, I met a high-end interior designer who does amazing houses for people in North America. And he's just come over here to help luxury clients find the right fit. Right? Right? To have luxury clients find the right fit, right? Imagine, right? So if you're a luxury client coming in, you're getting the right kind of people to actually now help you come into the market at the luxury segment. M. Yasin Khan, yes, assalamu alaikum. Hi, sir. How are you doing today? Very well. Thank you very much. So, Saleha Properties, Muhammad Shoaib, remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, zikr is the answer. Yes, yeah, of course. This gives a lot of relaxation. In real estate, helping clients find their dream home. MashaAllah. May Allah bless you on this quest, okay? That you're able to help clients find the dream home and their dream investment, okay? What's another question over here? Okay, so Go Social with Prince. It's really about how, if for the next 5 years, I think the market's going to mature in a very, very beautiful way. I'm not saying that maturity is going to be reached completely, but a lot of underdevelopment stuff is going to start getting handed over, and that's going to be like looking really good for Dubai. It's going to really, really be amazing. Okay, so it's going to be interesting times. All right, so a question from agents. Why can't I convert my social media followers into actual clients? Why can't I convert my social media? You're not giving enough value to the niche segment, okay? Now, social media is interesting, right? When people are coming there, they're looking to get entertained, they're looking to get information, they're looking to get entertain information, they're looking to buy products sometimes. But how do people buy? Do you buy online? Right? Through social media? Look at your own story. Look at your own history. Either you're going to fall in love with a product or a service and you're like, okay, I want this. Let me buy this. Like, let's say, for instance, you're trying to become fit, right? You're trying to get a summer body, let's say, for example. And all of a sudden you see that, online there's this advertisement that says like, we'll help you get super fit super fast. What are you going to do? You might click, you might buy their $30, $90 plan, and you'll be like, yeah, this is good. I'm going to buy this, right? The point is, how do people buy that? Either there's a very big claim that we can help you, or secondarily, the other side of the claim is you trust that this person can bring you result. Okay, I remember that I remember one of my clients used to sell not real estate packages. They used to sell fitness plans online for $80 or $200 or $300. That's all they did all day long. But what they did is they helped people with a lot of free knowledge that provided a lot of value in one slide or one video or whatever. And then people started saying that makes sense. Let me buy his package, right? But then they would spend 6 months just digesting and understanding his free stuff, right? Does that make sense? So they spend free stuff, like months and months, in just understanding his free stuff, right? Okay. Welcome, Al Hajj Mina Kudri. Welcome. If you guys have a question, please shoot that across to me. Okay. Salia Properties asks, sir, which areas are best for investment right now? Best for investment. Look, it's just it's a very big question, because it's not about which area is best for investment. It's about which area is best for investment for my client who has a budget of $500,000 dirhams. And then I'll say, for $500,000 dirhams, look at the best properties in Livan, Dubai Land Residences Complex, and Dubai Silicon Oasis. Or you can touch JVC, JVT as well, okay? If you say, I've got a client with a $5 million dirham budget, I'd say go to Waterfront Properties, see if you can build a good deal there, okay? Go Social with Prince asks a good question, okay? Salia, I hope I answered your question well, okay? May Allah bless you. Go Social with Prince asks a good question. Are there affordable areas in Dubai where digital entrepreneurs like me can stay in Dubai? Also, what's the minimum I need to make before shifting to Dubai? Look, yes and no. Yes and no. Like, affordable areas, right? So most people in Dubai, like you can see these blogs of young people. They started in a bed sharing space, and now they're moving into their first studio. What's a studio? It's their own space, right? So when you say affordable, I don't know what's affordable, and I don't know your lifestyle, right? But if you're moving to Dubai and your lifestyle is, you need to go to the beach, live near the beach. Some people end up owning, renting an apartment there. Some people live as a housemate with other people close to Dubai Marina, right? But their lifestyle is they need to be close to the beach, so they're willing to pay $1,000, $2,000 in rent per month. Some people are ending up paying, I don't know, $100, not 100, 100's too cheap, right? Some people pay $200. $200? Is $200 reasonable in Dubai? Bed space? $300? Okay, people start at different levels, okay? So it's really about where you're willing to start for your dream, right? So people start in being roommates with others, and then they go on to having their full room. Then they go on to having a studio, which is one full apartment with your own private bathroom, your own private kitchen, right? Then a 1 bedroom, or then a 3 bedroom, or a 4 bedroom, so on and so forth. So are there affordable areas in Dubai where digital entrepreneurs, like you can say? So yes, there are, and you've got to start somewhere. Now, here's the funny thing: if you're a digital entrepreneur, you don't even need to be in Dubai. You could be in Sharjah or Ajman or Ras Al Khaimah. It makes sense, right? Like, you're digital. If you need to do a client meeting, you can always come down to Dubai. People haven't thought about this, right? Have people thought about this? If you're a digital entrepreneur and you said, look, all my meetings I will do in Dubai for 3 days. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, when traffic's not the worst. Or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And you come to Dubai at 10 a.m., stay in Dubai till 6 p.m., and then just go back home. Or not even 10, like you come to Dubai at 11, you fix all your meetings that you want to do physically. But look, who wants to do a physical meeting anyways right now? Oh, you don't even need to come to Dubai, man. You can just do. But maybe people want to come to Dubai and check out the Dubai vibe, right? They want to enjoy Dubai. Yeah, that's true. So if you're doing digital, yeah, from his country, he can fly in. No, I don't think that's few days. No, I don't think that would. It works with booking a hotel works at a large scale. Like, if you got a project that's like paying you like few $100,000, then you can do that. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, you don't need to be in Dubai, right? Today, we sell properties all across the globe. People are not even in Dubai. So yes, the team's giving you good advice. Okay, take the advice. Okay, thank you. Okay, all right. Yasin Khan asks, I don't have capital, so how UAE government or banks help me to give me loan to start building my real estate portfolio and put them on rent? If you don't have capital, then people start somewhere in the leasing. If you have very little capital, like, look, at the end of the day, you're going to have some capital, right? Even if banks give you a lot of money, you still need like some money, okay, and some source of income. So you're going to have some basic source of income, and you're going to have to show that income coming through, right? So it can't be like I have no income and I just want to invest in the Dubai market. You're going to have to show some income coming through, okay? That's number one. Number two is, once you have some capital, then you can start approaching banks, or you can start looking at properties, okay? So your first part, I don't have capital, that's a very big challenge. If you don't have capital, then you could start in the leasing and subleasing space, okay? You can take an apartment, you can take a bigger space, just do everything very legally, okay? Does that make sense? Good. Saleh Property says, okay, Fahd Bhai, in JVC, what's the ROI in this location? Okay, ROI is divided between two. Okay, there's rental yield and there is return on investment. Okay, I think YouTube is hanging a little bit, but let me answer this last question, guys, before we end this live today. ROI has rental yield and return on investment and capital gain. Okay, the rental yield in JVC can vary anywhere from 6% to 9%. Okay, 6% to 9%. Okay, and the ROI can be which means rental gain can be anywhere between 10 to 30%. It depends on what you buy. Excuse me. It depends on what you buy as the property. You got to make sure that you're buying the right property, and then you've got to make sure that you're investing in the right property for good rental gain. Oh, wow. YouTube's really acting funny. All right, guys, I hope this helped. Guys, listen, you don't have to wait till they're live to ask me questions. You can always ask me questions otherwise as well. I hope that today's session helped. I hope that I was able to answer you guys very, very well. Thank you for participating. I'm going to take one question for people who are watching. And this is for agents, okay? This is for agents. I want to answer one question for you guys, okay? And this is for all of you agents who are working in the market, okay? A lot of times you guys think about focusing and what we should be focusing on, okay? And the question I have in front of me, how do I prioritize between showing properties and generating new leads? The first thing you should be thinking about is it's always generating new leads, okay? It's not about prioritizing with the market and where the products are, it's all about generating new leads. Okay, if you generate a lot more leads, you're going to see that you will be able to do much better than not generating new leads. Okay, generating new leads should be the thing that you should be doing or looking to do all the time. Okay, jazakallah khair. This is something that I really wanted to get across to you guys. I appreciate everybody who was here on the live. I say goodbye for you guys today. Until next time, ciao for now. This is a very interesting client story. One of my favorites. The entire process was a lot of fun. I hope it was a lot of fun for him as well. This gentleman was absolutely new to investing in the Dubai real estate market, and he was looking for the best ROI. Before he ever spoke to me and my team, he had already interviewed a lot of other advisors and agents. Having watched some of my YouTube videos, he ended up signing up on our VIP elite program, where we take people from start to finish for their investments. And then we started the process of doing the strategy development for him, and then implementing and finding the right properties. We found a very good investment property and a home. I wish him all the best. I believe it's about helping the client find the best properties, and we can invest in the client's future.